Hey everyone, welcome back to my podcast. I'm your host, Lester Gonzalez, and as an online writer and BA Psychology graduate, I will talk about self-improvement, personal growth, success, and how our mindset plays a crucial role in our lives. Please have a like and follow as it will help grow this podcast. And that being said, for today's topic, I want to talk about the traits of highly empathetic people, more into the topic of empathy. So, empathy allows us to share feelings and perspectives of others. This plays a crucial role in terms of social interaction, relationships, and overall moral development. The more we utilize the traits of empathy, the more we'll find growth within ourselves. So here are 5 psychological traits that I wrote down in terms of having empathy and being empathetic toward other people. The first psychological trait I want to talk about is empathic concern. Having empathic concern showcases the genuine care and well-being we have for others. Having high levels of deep concern can be a motivational factor in giving the support toward others who are in distress. Being concerned showcases how much we truly want to be there for the other person, allowing ourselves to be in the presence of need and thus making empathic concern a crucial psychological trait of overall empathy. The second psychological trait I want to talk about is having emotional boundaries. So in order for us to have empathy, we must have healthy emotional boundaries. This trait showcases the support we have, while making sure the other person isn't being too overwhelmed when being helped. So the more we set boundaries, the more we become socially aware of how we approach things. Keep in mind, being socially aware means we are just attuned to social cues, our body language, and the emotions of others. This allows us to respond accordingly and, most importantly, respectfully. As a result, the true stronghold of empathy is about setting boundaries and being socially aware of others. The third psychological factor I want to get into is being altruistic. So altruism is the willingness to be unselfish and act upon helping others. For us to have altruism, we must engage in acts of kindness and generosity within ourselves, almost like the act of giving. And this type of trait shows our true nurturing character and becoming someone who wants to benefit the other, also being someone who's there for them, someone they could open up to, showing greater benefit. And we must see altruism as a supporting factor. We provide that support for others who need help, creating a sense of guidance, motivation and belief for the other person to succeed. The fourth psychological factor of empathy I want to talk about is moral development. So moral development and empathy are closely related to each other. This allows us to understand the decisions and actions taken when helping another person. Moral development helps us understand the right and wrong for guiding the individual. As we guide other individuals, we are just constantly guiding them in making ethical decisions, which will help them succeed in life. Ethical standards help us, understand the good and bad, the right and the wrong. So with moral development, we want to make sure when we're showcasing empathy, we're leading in the right path for our clients or those who are we helping. And as we develop our empathy, it's all about having a sense of just being moral and morality within ourselves and for others. So not only do we need to help our clients with moral development, but within our moral selves of developing ourselves and helping them. Which brings me to my last point, which would be the psychological factor of emotional regulation and control. So if we are empathetic, we are skilled in regulating our emotions in response to the emotions of other people. Having empathy also means we remain calm and composed in challenging situations, which help us become more comforting for those we are helping. Emotional regulations allow us to have good communication, and these skills are very crucial in terms of who we are And allowing us to be good listeners and solve problems accordingly is a crucial factor with empathy. We have to listen properly. We have to hear our clients out and finding ways to navigate the problems they need. And in order for us to showcase good empathy, it's really important to have this emotional regulation and control. The more we control ourselves, the more we can control the environment we're helping our client in. So understanding overall these psychological traits can help us understand our own sense of empathy and the type of character we are. It's important to keep in mind that everyone showcases empathy differently. Many people have different approaches, right? So by that I mean when showcasing empathy, others may not execute properly in terms of showcasing empathy. Sometimes we may not be able to help the person seeking help, but having empathy showcases our character of always being there. Take someone special to be a people person or a professional helper in terms of having this character of empathy. You see this a lot or a good amount with healthcare workers who showcase empathy for their clients or patients, or with teachers. Some teachers may not show empathy for their students, but most of them do. Depending on what you've experienced and who you are and how you want to express yourself, that is empathy. So the question is, do you believe you're an empathetic person? Do you feel you can showcase the help that's needed for others, or putting yourself in your client's shoes? Again, do you believe you're an empathetic person? Thank you all for listening. That is all I have for you guys today, but I hope you enjoyed this quick podcast. But for more self-improvement content, please stay tuned on this podcast and make sure to leave a like, follow, and or subscribe. It will really help me out, as I love speaking out my knowledge and mentorship with all of you. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and that being said, I look forward to growing with all of you. I'll see you guys in the next one, and as always, I wish you all a blessed day.